Welcome to Story Time. My name is Mickayeen Farner, and I'm going to be telling you two stories today. The first one involves General Motors and this woman right here, Mary Barra. In 2014, Mary became CEO of General Motors. It's a very great accomplishment, but the happiness only lasted for about 2 months because in March, Switchgate happened. Now, if you don't know what Switchgate was, I'll go through it really quick. There were 12 deaths because of faulty ignition switches in General Motors vehicles. Now, because of this is obviously tragic. It's a bad PR stunt. But what makes it even worse is that there were some people who knew but kept it secret in the higher-ups at GM. So the executives knew, but they didn't tell anybody, which is garbage. And this is bad. This is a bad look for the company. So what do? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But I'm going to use that as a backdrop for my case study. In my case study, I'm the head of communications at a local chamber of commerce. And I have a nice job. See, I'm driving a Mercedes-Benz. As I'm driving, I get a phone call from one of the people at the company informing me of what Jeff has been doing. This is Jeff. He's the president. He has been giving benefits to big companies like Walmart, such as votes and other such things. In exchange, Walmart gives him money and gifts and the like. There have also been rumors that he has been sexually harassing some of the women in the workplace. There's been an investigation on him internally, but nothing has been really founded yet. We do know that he's been giving the gifts to Walmart and that they've been giving him back, but anything else, we don't know. So we have a choice to make. We have to make sure that we can get in good graces with the public again, and that they will see the Chamber of Commerce as good again, and that people can invest in it, and that they will be treated fairly. So how do we do that? So I have to think, and I came up with an idea that I actually got from the Practice of Public Relations book, the 13th edition by Fraser P. Seidel. And what he says in there is he talks about a race, but not this kind of race. No. RACE. It's an acronym, and it's how to really handle public relations problems. The first one is R is research. You have to research attitudes and history. And so I'm researching attitudes and history by researching the GM thing. And what happened with GM is they researched what people were thinking, and now they have to take action. They identify the problem, and after you take action, get this. You have to do something about it right now. You have to act immediately. So the action that they chose to take, and that Mary Barra specifically was taking, is to be honest with the public, tell them what's going on, and launch an external investigation. So here's the communication that happens. Because she's launching an external investigation, she can really find out from an unbiased source that they can find out, she can tell the public that she was not involved. She did not know about Switchgate. So you communicate for understanding, acceptance, and support. So you communicate through social media. You tell them, hey, here's this external investigation. Here's what goes on. Here's what happened. You call a press conference. You tell the press. And that's what I'm going to do as well, by the way. Is I'm going to call a press conference and say, here's Jeff, here's what's going on, here's what we know, here's what we don't know. We're going to do our best to fix this, because honesty is always the best, and we'll get to that a little bit later. And then you have to evaluate, was your communication great? What is the opinion of people after that? And the evaluation for GM was that they did really well. They put themselves out there. She was found to not have anything to do with it. She didn't know anything about the switches. And so everything worked out well. They saved themselves a lot of money in the long run, even though they did pay out to the victims of the people who died. In the long run, they got more business because they were honest. They were honest with people. They saved themselves money, and they saved themselves time. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to save ourselves money and time by being upfront, honest with people. We're going to ensure them that this will never happen again. And we're going to go from there. We're going to launch that external investigation. Jeff is going to be investigated because this is not only workplace stuff that he's talking about. This is some bad stuff that he's talking about. But after all that, after we launch the investigation, everything will be great and will be groovy. So what have we learned here? We've learned that honesty, and this is kind of my call to action to everybody, honesty is the best policy. Be honest with whatever you do in life, whether it's this PR thing where they're honest, GM was honest, we're going to be honest, everything works out in the end, or in life, just be honest, and no matter how bad the situation is, it will always be made worse by lying. And it will always be able to be better and be put in the rearview mirror faster if you're honest. So please be honest in your dealings with your fellow men. I work on that. We all work on that. And we'll be better. Thank you for your time.